Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Libby Stain Tumulty. I am the Government Affairs Manager here in Springfield for Comcast. I'd like to welcome everybody for coming this evening. It's great to be here again this year at Urban League. Before I begin, I want to introduce the elected officials here today. Executive Assistant to Mayor Houston, Bill Logan, and Councilwoman Gail Simpson. We also want to take the time, we thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to be with us this afternoon. I'd also like to recognize Howard Peters, Executive Assistant with the Springfield Urban League. The Springfield Urban League has been an excellent partner for Comcast, helping us spread the word about Internet Essentials. We're also proud to be a sponsor of their robotics program, which focuses on building computer technology skills to transform abstract science, technology, engineering, and math concepts into real concrete understanding. 2 years ago, Comcast launched Internet Essentials program. It's the nation's largest and most comprehensive broadband initiative for low-income families. Internet Essentials helps bridge the digital divide by providing eligible families low-cost broadband service for $9.95 a month. Participating families can also purchase an internet-ready computer for less than $150 through the program, as well as has free access to digital literacy training, online, in print, and in person. In about 22 months, the program has reached a number of milestones. We have more than 220,000 families nationwide, or an estimated 900,000 low-income Americans enrolled in the program today. This includes more than 30,000 families in the state of Illinois and more than 1,000 in central Illinois. And now going into its third year, the momentum is increasing. In the first 6 months of 2013, we've signed up 7,000 new families nationally, and that's 10,000 more families that were enrolled in the previous period. And since the program's inception in the fall of 2011, Comcast has distributed more than 18,000 subsidized computers, provided digital literacy training to nearly 20,000 people, publicized the program in more than 4,000 school districts and 30,000 schools, broadcast nearly 2 million public service announcements, and partnered with almost 7,000 community-based organizations like Springfield Urban League, 1,900 of them which are in the great Chicago region, which includes central Illinois, to help us spread the word about Internet Essentials. But none of this could have been possible without the support of the community and its leaders, who are passionate about the digital literacy and the benefits it brings. So I'd like to invite Executive Assistant Bill Logan, and followed by Alderwoman Gail Simpson to say a few words.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Also, I very much appreciate the efforts of the Urban League, which has been outstanding. The assistance that has been provided by the League has been really wonderful, and of course Comcast has done its usual great job. The internet is more than likely the greatest innovation of our time. Access to it is not a privilege, it's a right. One of the most important initiatives Mayor Houston has advanced is to provide access to e-books, digital information, computers, and technology to all members of our community. We at the city are expanding these resources at the Lincoln Library and are aiming to create free access to the internet in an atmosphere that encourages the pursuit of knowledge. Today we take internet access at our libraries as a given, but often the best and most convenient place to access the internet is in one's own home. With programs like Comcast Internet Essentials, Springfield residents have a new opportunity to access the internet in their own homes at a low monthly cost. It is a great corporate program, helps all of us become smarter, more informed, and in a better position to take advantage of the vast technological resources the internet has to offer. In this era where internet access for many low-income individuals is a scarce resource, it is our goal through proper planning for the future and through strong partnerships like we have with Comcast and of course the Urban League to provide a safe place to access essential online information while tackling the digital divide so income does not limit affordable access at home. It's important to illustrate how significant access to the internet is to the whole community. For instance, teaching navigational skills for the internet only helps our local workforce. Research has clearly shown that access to digital resources already has a tremendous impact on job seekers, on students, on parents, on seniors, and on children who utilize the internet every day for information, education, and access to the latest technology. I encourage all residents who need to utilize this program to take full advantage of it and access this awesome technological tool, which we all know has become so essential in almost everything we do. Thank you, Comcast, for your efforts to provide low-cost internet services to our most needy residents. Today's life depends on the internet, and your efforts help us all live a little better. The Mayor's Office applauds you. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is certainly a pleasure to be here. Springfield Urban League, thank you so much for all the programs that you develop for youth to make sure that they are able to accomplish all that they can and that they are able to move into productive adults. Comcast, wow, you get it. You understand that it takes a village. It takes private investment in our youth to make sure that they are able to become productive adults. The partnership between the Urban League and Comcast means that our youth will be able to compete at the same level as other youth. I applaud you both, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill and Gail. Our success over the past few years could not have been possible with the support of our community partnerships. Our partnership with Springfield Urban League and our support of their robotics program is an example of how two entities can work together to drive digital literacy. And we look forward to continuing that partnership for years to come. I'd like to invite Howard Peters to come up and say a few words, and as well as to explain the robotics program and the benefits it has brought.
Good afternoon. I bring you greetings from President and CEO Nina Harris. She unfortunately is unable to be with us today, but she wanted me to carry the message on, oh, what a great partner we have in Comcast. This partnership spans the last 5 years and has included tens of thousands of dollars of support to our children in this community, to the programs that serve them, but more specifically to those programs that utilize and accompany science, technology, engineering, and math, those kind of programs that we, unfortunately, in our community far too often do not have the adequate investment. Comcast seeks to bridge that divide, bridge that digital divide to our community to assist in accessing those kind of tools and those kind of resources that really do make the difference in our children making the step into future endeavors and employment that we all know are so important. These children that you see here today represent part of that investment in Comcast into our robotics program here at the Springfield Urban League. And I'm going to give the opportunity to those that work directly with these children to give a little bit of explanation. But let me just also add that, you know, today's festivities are also in part supported by Comcast in an endeavor to not just simply invest, but also enjoy the community and to be part of it. So we're just so thankful to have them as a partner and a champion for our children and their education. And I thank Comcast for that. With this, I will turn this to Danielle Pitts, who will provide greater explanation of the robotics program and the contribution that Comcast has made. Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Again, I'm Danielle Pitts. I'm the director of our school-age youth programs here at Springfield Urban League. And we do have a robotics program that we're definitely honored to have, and we really appreciate Comcast. Because if it wasn't for Comcast, your Essentials program that you offer for families and children, you know, we wouldn't be able to extend technology to our families, from our students, from our program. So we appreciate you and we thank you very much. Empowered by circumstance. That is our vision for all youth who live in our community. Together with the schools and our community partners, we endeavor to create a supportive learning environment that empowers all students to succeed regardless of their economic, educational, or social circumstances. Youth who live here in Springfield face a number of barriers to succeeding in school. Poverty is the most prevalent problem and the largest barrier that Springfield youth face. The poverty rates of the target schools of students from our low-income families range from 56% to 81%. It is our vision to be a source of support to children and families through programming which exemplifies best practices of youth and family development. Our programs provide a range of programming options to meet and assess needs of children and families, including academics and technology education. On behalf of Springfield Urban League, again, we thank Comcast for offering internet essentials to our families. We do have a really exceptional young lady. Her name is Sharina Douglas. She had the opportunity to actually be the lead of our robotics program here at Springfield Urban League. And one thing I can tell you that she led her team to two different competitions, two state competitions, one in Chicago and one in St. Louis. So I'm going to actually hand this over to Sharina Douglas so she can give you more information on their success.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, and thank you, Comcast. Relationships is what they talked about. You said you are in relationship with over 7,000 organizations, community organizations, and supporting them. And that's really the importance of our robotics program and period all programs that run for the Springfield Urban League. It's about being in relationship. And we thank you humbly for the relationship with Comcast, for the relationship with 4-H, for the relationship with FIRST, which is the organization through which our robotics competitions are flowing. Danielle, as she said, we work hard for our kids because we know of the barriers, specifically poverty, that do hinder their success. We are grateful for Comcast Internet Essentials, definitely at Brandon through our new computer lab, yay, and through the dollars for directly funding our robotics program. So to Comcast, we thank you. To the Springfield Urban League, always congratulations and a job well done. And to my future robotics team, get ready for the season this year. We're going to compete really hard. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Howard, Danielle, and Sharina. Although we've made significant progress with Internet Essentials, there still is work to be done. The need for students to be more digitally connected has never been more important than today, because there's still about 30% of Americans, many of whom are living below the poverty line, that still remain on the wrong side of the digital divide. And this is why Comcast continuously enhances Internet Essential every year since its inception. And we'd like to announce several enhancements for 2013. For the second time in 2 years, we've increased broadband speeds for Internet Essentials for customers to 5 megabits downstream and 1 megabit upstream. Comcast has tripled the download speeds since the program's launch. We have also expanded the program's eligibility criteria for the second time to now include parochial, private, cyber school, and homeschool students. So now nearly 2.6 million families nationwide are eligible for Internet Essentials. Comcast has further streamlined the enrollment process by expanding the instant approval process for families whose students attend schools with 70% or more of students eligible to participate in the National School Lunch Program. In the Springfield School District, 30 of their 34 schools fall into that category. We've also made a convenient online application tool available in English and Spanish, making it even easier for a family to apply for the program. We will have that available this evening. And lastly, we've introduced Internet Essentials Opportunity Cards, which enable community partners to help connect low-income families to the Internet by purchasing opportunity cards to use towards the cost of the Internet Essentials service. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. Bill Logan, Alderman Gail Simpson, and a special thanks to Howard Peters for the great partnership we've had with the Springfield Urban League and for hosting this great event tonight. So please, I welcome you all to stay and enjoy the Family Fun Festival and have some food and refreshments and just have a good time. Thank you very much for coming.